Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the pig. So welcome back all my piggy pals. Let's see what this week has got in store for you. We're going to shuffle these cards around. We're going to pick three. We're going to see what your forecast is. Sorry for being a day late, but I think we're getting used to it by now, aren't we? That's why I always say hit that subscribe button, because we don't know when we're going to be on, and it can't always be on the day that it's supposed to be, which is Saturday, because sometimes I'm just too busy and I may as well just get it done on the Sunday. So hit the subscribe button, because it might not even be on the Sunday. So if you do want to keep up with your readings, then you're going to have to hit subscribe and get that notification bell on. Then you won't miss a single reading. Let's shuffle these up. Let's stop about there, and we take that one from the bottom. We take that, I've lost it. No, take that one from the middle, take that one from the top. What have we got? Three blacks. Okay, well that's not necessarily a great start, is it? That's that's like looking into a big dark hole and contemplating whether we're gonna jump into it or we're gonna just be pushed or fall into it. But before we drop into the abyss, remember that black isn't always an attack, just like white isn't always all right. What we're looking at here is things could be better. You could be living your best life right now in the happiest place that you've ever been, ever, and be thinking, hang on a minute, all these blacks, that doesn't make sense because I'm in a really, really good place. You know what though? Even though you're in a really good place, there's something missing, something's not quite right, and things could be better. Let's find out, because we're going to look at the compatibility. Soulmate card. Okay, so we've got a soulmate card, your soulmate connection, your soul connection. We're on the soul path here. So whatever's happening now is meant for you. The tiger and the pig are soulmates. They go together like jigsaw pieces. So right now, the path that you're on, this journey, this phase that you're in, this is meant for you. You're not quite, you may not be happy about this. And it may feel like, you're losing enthusiasm or confidence. You may be feeling a bit insecure. You may be feeling a little bit apologetic or feeling sorry for yourself. I think right now you're losing passion. Your dynamic is off. But, unfortunately, guys, it is for you. This is meant to be for you. It's going to teach you something. You're going to learn from this. You're going to get something from here. And right now, what you need to do is watch your impulsiveness. You do not want to be impulsive right now. You need to be level-headed, keep you cool, and try not to lose your temper. Because tempers are going to get up. Tempers are going to get up. And you could find yourself very frustrated, very agitated, very quick to bite. And people are going to want to avoid you or challenge you if you're walking around with that kind of attitude of fight the world. You don't want to fight that world. You don't want to go up against that. You need to get over this phase and get through it as quickly as possible, while taking what you can from that, the lessons that you need to learn from that. So say the tiger is your soulmate card, but it's also a very protective card, and it's also a very emotional card. So I think right now you might be emotionally all over the place and a little bit unsure of where you're going with things. You've got that rat card there in the negative as well, because we're neglecting things. We're not doing what we need to do. Potentially there's something up with the family, potentially something going on within the family. The tiger and the pig may go together really, really well and be soulmate lines, and that's great. The rat and the pig, however, they are also a very workable partnership. So they do get on, again, very, very well. This is not a bad card. It's not necessarily. We just can't neglect things, my lovely pig people. We cannot neglect things. We need to prioritize. We need to delegate. We need to, make the best use of our time as we possibly can. Right now, this could be a time for making new commitments, potentially fulfilling old oaths or old pledges and things that you said you were going to do but haven't done yet. Maybe it's time to make a plan. Maybe you need to make a pre-plan of a plan. Have a meeting about having a meeting. There is a lot of stuff that you could potentially do, and it may sound like a flaff and it may be sounding a bit too much, hassle. But if you write a shopping list now, at least when you get to the supermarket, you're not going to get frustrated with yourself when you can't remember what you need. It might be a bit of an annoyance to find a piece of paper and then go and find a pen and then sit down and go through all your cupboards and fridges and whatnot and go, well, what do I actually need? And then you think, well, have I really got the time to waste 10-15 minutes doing this? Trust me, if you don't waste the 10-15 minutes now making that shopping list, when you get to the supermarket, you're going to spend half an hour, 45 minutes more than you should have done just wandering up and down the aisles. Again, that's just metaphorically speaking. It's just an example. This could be in anything. But we never shoot too high and we never, you know, swoop too low. What we're looking at right now is just, you know, this could be everyday thing just as simply as shopping. You know, this doesn't have to be anything massive or major. But you do need to pre-plan. Because if you don't, then you're going to frustrate yourself. You're just going to wind yourself up. And that's going to happen this week. And you'll get to a point where you've gone, well, why didn't I think about getting petrol on the way? Or why didn't I think about picking those up while I was there? Or doing that while I was there? Because you didn't write it down. And because you didn't write it down, it slipped your memory. Now you can't, you know, fulfill that. The rat is a doer card, so there is definitely things to do. And if you want to get out of this emotional kind of slump without too much, you know, heartache and pain, then you're going to have to do it the rat way. And that's getting busy. Getting busy. And you'll benefit from this. You will benefit from this. It's not a chore. It's not something that's going to be horrible and an awful outcome. You'll benefit from it as you move forward. He says, as he pulls out your conflict card. So everybody has a conflict card. The pig conflict is obviously no different. So you have a conflict card, your conflict sign, which is the snake. Pigs and snakes don't get on very well. They just remain strangers. They're not like a conflict where they fight. They're not a conflict where they argue. They're not a conflict that is destructive or chaotic or, you know, misunderstood. It's a very simple conflict. You stay on your side of the fence. They stay on their side of their fence. But this is also a karmic energy. So there's negative karma right here. So there's debts to pay. There's things that are going to be affected by karma. And this is supposed to happen, don't forget. This is all part of the plan. So you need to embrace yourself. And I think right now that snake is coming in because that communication needs to be on point. Making a plan, making a sort of an expression of your feelings, talking and doing things. That's that, and actually getting resolution. Doing things is the key. Doing things is what you're after right now. And it's for you. It has to be for you. And this is going to be like an alien concept for you, my lovely pig people. But you need to be selfish. You need to be selfish right now. It's now take it or leave it time. And I know you don't like being selfish. I know you don't like making, I suppose in some ways, you prefer having the lack of an agenda. Like you prefer winging it in some ways. You don't necessarily live your life by lists, and you don't necessarily live your way pre-planning or sort of trying to mold the situation to your advantage. You're just happy just to plod along into it and see what the outcome is. Well, this outcome isn't necessarily favourable for you unless you do it for you. This needs to be done, but do it for you. Do it for you, because otherwise you are going to start to feel like a stranger to yourself. You're going to lose confidence in yourself. You're going to lack what it is you need to actually get through this, which is your pigness, who you are as a pig. And although it's out of character for you to be selfish, it may just work better if you are, because if you are being you and trying to be selfish, a pig being selfish isn't necessarily selfish anyway. So you're like one of the best people in the world to be selfish, because you're not actually going to take that out on people. You're not going to use that against people. Instead, it's going to help you blossom. It's like you're watering yourself, but you do it in such a way that the splashback waters others around you, which other people and other signs wouldn't necessarily do. So you are still considerate, but you do need to be looking after yourself, my lovely pig people. And we'll see how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the pig. I'll be back tomorrow for a reading for the rat and the ox people. All going well, can't guarantee it. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested. We'll see you then. If not, I'll catch up with you in the pig reading next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.